Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Food Fiend again. Today I checked out a place that I've been eyeing out for a while. It's been on one of the hot trending restaurants on Yelp that are new. It's in the Aiea area in the Pearl Kai Shopping Center, and it's called Fooki, which is an interesting name. But I think that's the name of like those little Chinese lions, like those statues. Anywho, they specialize in kind of like a fusion Chinese, Taiwanese type of cuisine. So they've got dumplings, noodles, some rice bowl type of deals. And so they're most famous for their Cow Wow Noodles. So here it is. Pretty much some braised beef with some noodles, cilantro, green onions, some bok choy or some kind of greens, and a braised egg. And because I did take out, the soup is separate and it is piping hot, let me tell you. So I don't want to burn myself, but it smells super delicious, almost like an oxtail soup. So I got their, whoa, I got their regular soup. It's freaking hot. And you can get their braised soup, which is, I guess it's braised longer and it's deeper, but that's a little bit more, and it's already an expensive dish. So I figured can't go wrong with the original. So that's what we're gonna be eating today. So that's what it looks like with the soup in the bowl. Nice, hot, and delicious. It looks like a nice, clean, rich broth. So that's super nice. You get this cool little spoon that goes with it. And even though I craved it, it's super hot right now. It was really cloudy and kind of drizzly earlier, so I thought it was perfect for soup. But now the sun came back out and it's super humid, so I'll just have to deal with it. But let's taste the broth first. Really rich. It's got kind of almost like an oxtail soup type of taste. Hawaii's kind of oxtail soup with a nice star anise flavor, salty broth. Check out this little soft-boiled egg. Nice and soft inside. It's soft-boiled. Again, I guess the noodles are on the bottom. So this almost looks like a thicker, flat noodle, almost like udon, but not quite. It's good. I don't think the noodles really soak up the soup very well, because even though the soup has flavor, the noodles are really bland. Try the beef. You got lots of chunks of beef in here. It's like a big beef bone too. So they're pretty generous with their meat. Meat has a lot of flavor and it's super soft and tender. Just melts in your mouth. I see there's also some tendon in here, almost like how they put in pho. When I went inside, it was pretty packed. So for a new business, they're doing really well. Almost all the seats were taken, which it's a small place anyway, and with the social distancing, but there was people in there. It's really hip and new and nice in there, but I was only there for a little bit, so I didn't have a chance to film the inside. It was really quick to do my takeout since I called in advance. It's really hard to get the noodles on the bottom. Something's missing though for me. So I don't know if they have sauce with it, because I didn't ask, like an extra kind of sauce, but I'm going to get some sriracha. Sorry. All right, I'm back. I love spicy food and I just need it. So sorry if that's a no-no if you're from Fooki, but I like spice, so this will make it better. This is almost definitely like a cross between local oxtail soup and pho. Really good. The bones on the ribs though are much chewier than just the meat slices. The tendon's soft though. It is much better with the sriracha. Gives it a kick. If you're not a fan of cilantro, I would be sure to tell them before you order so they don't put it in, because there's a lot of cilantro in here, but I love cilantro, so that's a plus. Here's some nice bok choy leaves, nice and fresh and crunchy still. Just tons of meat. I would say the meat ratio is more than the noodle. There's very little noodle in here, but there's lots of meat. I don't know if the noodles are homemade, but they're kind of on the soft side. Not in a bad way, I'm just trying to describe it. Like when you eat ramen noodles, they have a chew to it. This doesn't have a chew, it kind of just melts in your mouth kind of noodle, delicate and soft. They definitely gave a lot of soup, so there's no way I can finish it. Like, this is how much soup I have left, and I pretty much almost filled the bowl for the takeout. So the soup's delicious though. I can see this as another meal with just white rice and some veggies or something you can make on the side later on. So definitely keeping that for lunch tomorrow. I see like little bits of celery, and I don't like it unless it's near buffalo wings. So I did get a crunch of it and was like, what is that? Interesting combination with the scallions. I thought it was just scallions and cilantro. So here's the thing. When I walked in, there was like lots of couples in there and they were dressed really nice, and it's not that type of restaurant that strikes me as that. It's just kind of like a little cute, trendy restaurant. But anyway, I'm assuming they're on a date. But this is definitely not date food. Having these ribs and stuff and getting your fingers all dirty, and the soup is like dripping down your chin. Unless you're really comfortable with that person, definitely messy food. Alright, I'm full and I'm sweating my ass off because it is hot and humid, but I pretty much ate all of it. There's a little bit of noodle left. We'll go over the pros and cons of Fooki, located in the Pearl Kai Shopping Center. The soup was piping hot, even on the way home, because I did takeout. Super, super hot. As you can see, I almost dropped the thing because it was burning my fingers. The meat is seasoned very well, all tender, delicious, and the portions of meat, very generous with that, and the tendon. The soup had flavor, but we'll go over the cons later with the soup later on. The portion's pretty good. It looks like a little bit when you open up your container, but I'm pretty full. I mean, that was a lot of meat. So once you have the soup and everything, it's a perfect meal. Parking was easy to find on a Sunday, even though the restaurant was full. It's on the Jiffy Lube side, right next to it, fronting Kamehameha Highway. So that's the unpopular side of Pearl Kai. So all the parking over there usually is empty, so you'll always find a spot. Calling in my takeout to picking it up, the girl at the front, very, very nice, very sweet, very nice service. Everything up here very clean. It's very trendy in there. Really nice place. The cons, I would say the soup initially tasted really good, which it is. But once you add it into the soup, the noodles kind of, I don't know if it kind of like blands it out. So if you added a little bit more salt to the base of the soup, it would be perfect. Otherwise, as you go along, it's kind of like not as salty as it was in the beginning. I don't know what it is. My personal preference is I didn't really care for the celery in there. That was kind of strange. I don't know. I don't associate celery with Asian noodles or anything like that. So it did bring out a freshness though, so if you're into that, but that's not one of my favorite vegetables, and it was raw celery. I don't know what else would be bad. I mean, nothing really. It was mostly positive, so. Oh, and what I mentioned, if you're going there on a date or something with a bunch of people, you might not want to order this particular soup because the bones and everything, totally messy to eat. So you might want to just eat it in the privacy of your own home like I am. So we'll go over the price for this Cow Wow original beef noodle. It was $18.50, so it is expensive. But I know some people care, but I don't know. I don't mind. It's all right. It's a once in a week thing. I don't do this every day, so it's nice to have as a treat to myself. So also, I would like them to maybe offer like a chili sauce or something on the side to give it some pop, because with the sriracha, it was awesome. So go visit them if you're interested. They've got rice plates or bowls with pork. They have a massive pork chop that looks also good. I want to try that next time. They've got homemade steamed dumplings, a homemade wonton noodle. It's like a dry noodle. They have the same kind of soups, but with like different meats, like pork. So try it out. It's really interesting. All their dishes are pretty original. So until next time, if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll see you on another food adventure next weekend. Peace out.